If it isn't the judges at the Ten Lords Commission. Sluggish as ever. Oh, and is that Mr. Tail? Back to being a guard dog, I see. How delightful. This calls for a celebration. Still, after our last encounter, I've no intention of including you in my plans. To see Ignimar's most powerful fragment now burdened with emotions pains me. It's a pity, but you've become expendable.
Who are you calling expendable?
The Ten Lords Commission's matrix is still intact. The Heliobi cannot leave Fixtral Garden. You may think you have the upper hand, but you're nothing more than a caged animal. You will never leave here.
Leave? That was never my plan. I came to Fixtral Garden for one reason and one reason alone. To fight the LeFou's formidable general? He seemed fond of playing the waiting game. I merely capitalized on that. While you were all out on a wild goose chase, I rallied other Heliobi to my cause, thereby increasing my strength. Thanks to all of you, I've amassed the power of every Heliobus sealed within Fixtral Garden. All I need to do now is wait for the General to make his grand entrance. Before that happens, I should keep my end of the bargain. Destroying you without leaving a trace.
Let's see how that goes.
They keep on coming back for more. What should we do, Tail?
Take it easy, kid. Heliobi might lack physical form, but they're not impervious to physical attacks. Cirrus is merely putting on a brave face. The moment they sense even a hint of defeat, it's over. They'll break into pieces regardless of how powerful they are.
So, just like what happened to Ignimar, once a Heliobus realizes they're going to lose, they'll shatter?
Exactly. And if there's anyone who can cause Cirrus to shatter, it's him.
So, General, you finally decided to show up. Ready to face the music?
Defeat my army and I'll give you the rematch you seek. My words hold true. As I mentioned previously, when Tang Xiao and Ignimar fought, the scales were balanced. But for you, Cirrus, this game was never about fairness, was it? And yet here we are. My power decidedly outmatches yours. Notions of rules and equal competition are mere illusions. Now, if you don't mind, allow me to show you how the endgame is played.
Do not be afraid. Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon. Break!
A mere pawn.
Strike with heart!
Time to suffer. Look, listen, feel, kick!
And the damage. Copy.
Why was Chapat doing like 2k damage just now?
Inevitable.
By the Ten Lords.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Awaken, Spirit Scales. Delve Hidden Moon. World Cleansing Dragon.
Time to suffer.
Is that all? Is that all? In the name of Landau. Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Surrender.
You will know justice. Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
A mere pawn. Time for some swordplay. Blade in flight. Time to suffer.
Caught in the web. Subdue.
Time to show you. What's in your prescription?
Accept your defeat. You are bested.
Delve Hidden Moon. World Cleansing Dragon.
A mere pawn. Time to suffer.
Suppress. By the Ten Lords.
Look, listen, feel, catch.
Raised. Engage.
Time to suffer.
Wheel of Karma. Subdue. Mission failed.
It's not over.
Sure serious it is.
The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play by our own set of rules.
Checkmate.
I concede.
Good.
I am no Ignimor. I'm nothing. Nothing more than a faint flicker.
I know of no faint flicker that could strategize such a fierce battle against one of the Rainbow Arbiter's generals.
Listening to a winner feign humility is enough to make one sick.
The Heliobi may reflect our desires, but their fervent blaze is undeniably awe-inspiring. Neither General Tang Xiao nor myself would deride such a foe.
I have been bested. It's true. I only sought to lock horns with you regardless of victory or defeat. Next,
Next is eternal punishment. For an inextinguishable flame such as yourself, I see no punishment more fitting than to see you confined to a vacant abyss, forever lamenting your past transgressions.
Oh, damn.
Such is the fate that awaits you, Cirrus.
So be it. Mountains will crumble, oceans will evaporate, but the Heliobi will always be there, patiently waiting for their day of freedom. And that day will come. As long as the generals of the Xianzhou live, my battle against them will continue. Until the stars themselves burn out.
Cirrus's will to fight has been shattered. It can no longer pose a threat. Considering that everything here is now under control, I'll take my leave. I merely fulfilled my duty and kept my promise to Cirrus. But the heliobus we dealt with will not be easily dismissed. Given sufficient time, and regardless of how slim the odds are, they will someday break the seal that binds them. However, that concern will fall to the generals of the future. One cannot help but wonder how many Luofu generals this fragment of Ignimar will face in times to come. Speaking purely from the perspective of a warrior, I must say, I feel somewhat envious. That it may be, but they cause no shortage of trouble. Perhaps I could glean some wisdom from the Xianzhou Juming. This excursion was not an official matter. I didn't report it to the councilors. What remains of it will be left to the Ten Lords Commission. And once matters have concluded, I believe everyone present will be duly rewarded. And as for you and the young Miss Guinaifen, rest assured you won't be shortchanged. You see, helping the general of the Luofu does have its perks. It's time I took my leave. Farewell.